can find a virtuous woman, for her price is far above rubies. She is blessed and praised. Hey, Twister Girl, welcome back to Twist and Shout. And of course, I am Shar, and today is another video in this series, Grease and God. I have, as you can see, my face is very pale. Not very pale, but just a little pale, because I do naturally have some type of oily, not too bad, but kind of just right. Every now and then have to come and put something on. But yeah, this is my freshly washed face. And I used the toothbrush method to cleanse my scalp. And I did just water this time just to see how that goes. But if you're new to this series, God bless you, welcome. We are going to talk about God, or issue thereof, and a grease. And I've been meaning to try this grease for a very, very long time. I just Lord, I just can't wait to dig this grease, because first of all, it is vegan. That's like a plus. It is probably one of the most natural grease out there. A lot of people say because of the very last ingredients that is still not all natural, but I just feel like petroleum is natural. Now, how you feel about petroleum, that's a personal belief, but the actual petroleum, there are, and you can see and use that virgin. Like, there was the knockoff, the replica, the not so great, but a lot of products are using like 100% pure petroleum jelly. Mineral oil is a different story. A lot of people have issues, concerns about that. But for me, it's like, oh, if I have to, if I could, then I do stay away from it, just to see if it does make a difference. But I'm not gonna say it's gonna kill me. You know what I'm saying? I would say for me personally, I try to make sure those products don't necessarily touch my scalp unless it's in a blend. But I'm even paying more details to like my grease blends and my oil blends to kind of eliminate it as well, to see if that makes a difference. But anywho, we are here to talk about God and grease. All right, so today's grease is Nature's Blessing. And I would say, if you know or seen this, you've seen this and got this from your local hair store, right? I was very shocked to see that. Now, based on what I researched, I'll go look again to make sure I didn't overlook anything, but I was looking long and hard last night, and this is actually not black owned. Like, this is a white man's creation, and his whole thing is cleanness, clean products, clean ingredients. So kudos to him. But let me just go over this very quickly. It's considered like a hair pomade. They have 3, the 100% pure coconut oil, which y'all know I'm trying to stay away from coconut oil. And then they had the hair food one that is coconut oil based. So again, I left that alone. Not saying coconut oil is not in this one, but the listing, or the, you know, that in order is supposedly how much is in what. So they always say your top 5 ingredients define your product. So based on that, we have nettle, rosemary, sage, peppermint, thyme, alfalfa, pure virgin olive oil, then pure coconut oil. So it's like, I can deal with this. I'm pretty sure this is good stuff. Cute container. It only costs about $4 at your local hair store. Again, that's what it looks like. It smells nice. It's a very pleasant, soft scent, almost like the Palmer's Growth Therapy, which I find it very interesting, because not only does it share a similar color, but it shares most of the ingredients. So I thought that was pretty good. Y'all know how I feel about that one. So if I can actually get a pure version of that, if this is what this is going to be, then bye-bye, Palmer's. Because, and price-wise, the I think the other container is like a 12 ounce. I have it right here. I don't know why. But anyway, this is the Palmer's. This is what it looks like. Green. The Palmer's olive oil formula, vitamin E, olive oil, growth therapy. Y'all know this is my bae and my mitts. And This is, I'm sorry, 8 ounces, 8.8 ounces for $4.52. This is only 3.7 ounces, and this is $4. So, yeah. But let's just see what we got going on. First of all, I just want to tell y'all that I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to share, subscribe, like, comment. I talk back. Today's conversation is going to be about purging and cleansing. In light of what's going on, a lot of people are choosing how they are voicing their opinions, whether it's through writing, looting, protesting, praying, having discussions, however they choose to. We live in a country where we have the amendment to do so, and a lot of people are using that, and some people are abusing that. But I would say, not in a judgmental way, but in a way that tries to be a little more compassionate, understanding to all. A lot of us have different outlets, and depending on what we're talking about defines our response. So I find that very interesting, because I'm like, even myself found myself to be a little judgmental. I'm like, yo, why are you out there stealing? Why do you feel the need to riot? But then you think about a time where you got so overly passionate and so overwhelmed that you actually act out. Now, a lot of people can say that's not my character, but me personally, I can be honest and say I used to be a fighter. Don't look like it, but I used to be a fighter. Like, if I felt like you was threatening me, I couldn't get my point across, you was abusing me, or whatever the case, then I started fighting. I wasn't always that way. But as people say, if you push a bear in a corner, who do you think is going to come out? But I was thinking about that today and last night, because I'm like, we quit to judge and say things, because we know what's right as Christians, but it's not our job to wag a finger. It's our job to love and convert. And that's what's wrong with America and a lot of people in the racism war, is because the heart is wicked. We are wicked. We are born in sin and shaped in iniquity. That is us. Yes, we are made in God's image, but because of the fall of man, this is the result. So, like I said, I just taking a moment back and just like, Lord, help me to be kind, help me to be smart, help me to talk and behave and carry myself as a true Christian. We all fall short of his glory. We all are not worthy. We all are sin, and we are wretched. Like, we're no different. The only difference is grace. Grace has saved us. Like, he thought enough of us to say, I want you, and I want you for the army of the Lord. Like, plain and simple. Like, this is not something that we accredit ourselves to, because the Bible is clear. If it was up to us, we would not choose him. He chose us. So that's a lot to think about. And even with everything going on, like the same way he chose us to have a sound mind and to believe in the Lord Savior Jesus Christ, he created those who don't. He created those who are rebellious, those who backlash and ridicule and all this good stuff. So who are we? Texture is smooth, kind of like petroleum grease. I know y'all like, oh, you just stop preaching. I gotta talk about the grease though. I gotta say something. Okay, that's smooth, right? Like I said, it smells very clean, very refreshing, just like the Palmer's. So if you like that, you'll like this. This one's just considered cleaner. I'm trying to look to see if it still has like the grease feel. So that's not bad, because I don't complain about that anyway. But it does feel light. This is light to me. My scalp is tingling a tad bit. That's pretty cool. That means something's working. But I would just encourage you today to purge yourself. Purge your heart. The heart is wicked. And sometimes just because we're passionate about it doesn't mean it's right. You know what I mean? So make sure you seek God and your understanding and your guidance to make sure that you are behaving and carrying yourself in the right way, and that you are thinking right, because what's in the heart comes to mind and usually comes out your mouth. And you want to be careful, because like I said, just because it's us doesn't mean it's right. And that's the problem with us, because we are passionate people. We are, and when I say people, I'm saying like us in general, like not a black white thing, but us as human beings, that when we're passionate about something and we're on board with something, we give it our all. And I think we forget that we don't share the same passions as others, so to speak. And we have to use wisdom, godly wisdom. And we please understand that godly wisdom and the world wisdom is not the same thing. Like, you can have all the degrees, all the book knowledge in the world, and still be lost in Christ. And a part of that, again, goes back to the heart. We have to get our heart in order, because in order to be a light and to be different, we have to bear those fruits. And that's the hard part, because a lot of times as Christians, we have our private lives and we have our public lives. And just like me, to be transparent, like I said, even sometimes I'm pretty sure on camera it picks up that me and my husband have difference of opinions or different of ways of talking or discussing things. As you can see in his whole ministry and my whole ministry, they don't look nothing alike, right? Because we are completely two different people. But the common ground is faith, winning souls, and being salt. So that's the common ground. And sometimes he sees things my way, or we can come to that middle on my behalf, and sometimes we can come to the middle on his behalf. But at some point we need to come to the middle. And that's us as Christians and people of faith, we need to do. So again, I encourage you guys, like, just focus on the heart. Get your heart right. Get your mind right. And start thinking about, what can I do to help? But, okay, long video. Sorry. This grease, like I said, smells good. The texture is actually good. It's nice and soft. It still has the greasy texture, just like petroleum, but it's just smooth and soft. I do feel like a little goes a long way. So that kind of makes me say, okay, the size isn't really so much of an issue as you would think, because I literally greased my whole scalp and that's all I dug in. And my scalp feels smooth and moisturized, so it did not take a lot at all. So far I'm down with this. I can't wait to continue to use it. So tell me if you guys ever use this Nature's Blessing. Let me know in the comment section if you try any of it, the hair food, the coconut oil. If anybody knows, like, if there's an actual store that actually just, because I seen something online, I'm like, I don't know if it was the same business or same man, but apparently they have an actual store. And all I know is these are in the hair stores that we have here. So just let me know in the comment section. Again, 3.7 ounces, $4, hair store. I love you guys. God bless. Take care.